The Magnolia Inn, a sweet small-town story. The Red Stiletto Book Club Series 1. Written by Anne-Marie Meyer. Narrated by Liz Krane. Chapter 1. Maggie. And there it was. Eye level and taped on all four corners. Whoever had put it there meant business and wanted me to see it. And they had succeeded. The notice was smaller than I'd expected. An oranger. I snorted. I'd never had an eviction notice cemented to my door before, so what did I know? I'd also never been divorced and had my entire bank account drained by the man who'd sworn to love me forever. Apparently my 36th year was the year fate decided to land all the blows it could. I was divorced, penniless, and now homeless. I cursed under my breath as I fought the tears that stung my eyes. In my slow descent into madness, I didn't notice Mrs. Giacomo, my nosy and judgy neighbor, until she stepped around me. She tisked, lowered her head, and scurried by. She was carrying her dog, Baby, in a bag that was tucked under her armpit. I could see his black eyes stare at me as she retreated. I thought for a moment that Baby had it worse than me. Living in her owner's armpit had to be bad. But with one more look at the note taped to my door, I dropped that thought. I had it worse. I grabbed the piece of paper, crumpled it in my hand, and shoved my key into the lock. I fought back the tears as I turned the handle and slipped into my apartment. It had started out as our apartment, Sean and mine. But ever since Sean packed up his belongings and left with Tracy, my now ex-friend, it had become my apartment. And in a few short weeks, it wouldn't even be that. I threw my purse and computer bag on the table and pulled out my phone. I sent a quick SOS text to Brielle, my best friend and designated cheerleader. She texted a thumbs up and then an ETA of 5 minutes. I set my phone on the charger and busied myself with making some coffee. Since I couldn't afford fresh coffee grounds, I had to resort to buying the instant crap that tasted bitter and chalky. By the time Brielle banged on my door, the coffee had cooled to a sippable temperature. I held my mug in my hand as I walked over to the door and pulled it open. Brielle's face peeked up over 2 brown bags packed full of Cheng's to-die-for Chinese. "Brie, you didn't have to bring food," I said, as I took the 6-pack of wine coolers that dangled from her fingers. She shrugged as she followed me into the kitchen and set the bags down on the counter. "They just dropped it off when you texted." She began to open the bags and took...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?